All righty. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am going to go ahead and get started. For anybody who maybe isn't here yet and you know of that's joining, we are recording this, so we'll send it out a little bit later just so they can go through everything together. But thank you again for joining us today. My name's Summer O'Grady. I'm the brand manager here at Rallia, who's been working pretty closely and partnered up with your PIRTEK USA team and also a couple of your franchisees. So we've been working here. I think if you may have met me at your conference last year in Orlando. If you ever have questions about Rallia, even after this webinar, I'll be your direct contact, but I'll share my information with you guys later. I am so excited. I know that there has been a lot of going on with the COVID life and finally where everybody's getting back up on their feet and things are seeming normal these days. So I'm excited to dive into some pretty awesome stuff when it comes to social media and honestly just helping your business grow online. So I am gonna hop right into it. So today we are going to be talking about some social media marketing strategies. I'm going to be sharing some tricks and tips on how local content is one of the top ways to really grow your online presence. We're going to dive into how to captivate your audience and succeed by creating an engaging business. Towards the end, I'll also be sharing about some of the extra services we offer at Rallia to help you get kickstarted. And then we'll end with a live Q&A. So stick around with any questions that you may have. So today, you are most likely here if you're interested in growing your business online, to be able to get more attention, to be able to promote your products and services, and to be able to build your brand and just get more traffic. So today, I'm going to be telling you guys why and how local content can help you achieve all of that. Now, in our opinion, and with our expertise in researching and working with this every day, it's a #1 skill that your business really needs to grow, to develop and master if you really want to accelerate your business online and really just build your brand. It's what I spend the majority of my time doing in my own small business. It's what our team does every single day for business owners. And from what we've seen, it's the most valuable part of the day, the most valuable action and activity that's engaged in for businesses that help really grow it, make more of an impact and attract more people, and of course, make more money. Whether or not you're just getting started or you have the goal and aspiration to build your business, I think it's really important to understand that this is a skill that you develop over time. It's something that you could do right now. You can today, right after watching this webinar, you can get started, you can develop it, and you can grow it. And what that skill is, what that strategy is it's local content marketing. Now, let's take a little bit of a step back. What's the entire internet made up of? Well, our answer to that is content. We have text, images, videos, audio. That's really all the different types of content that your entire internet is made up of, whether right now you go to Facebook feeds, and you're seeing that post that your friend just made or an image that they posted of what they did last weekend, that's content. Whether it's a video or a live stream of them sharing, right? You're going to scroll through, you're seeing these different types of links and forms and content that they're either posted on Facebook or linked to other websites on the internet. You're going to click those links, you're going to be reading an article, or you're going to be watching a video. Instagram and LinkedIn and all of these social media platforms, you're consuming some form of content. And hopefully it's content that is good and useful and valuable, enhancing your life and your business in some way. Now, of course, not all content will be good. Sometimes you're just kind of blindly scrolling through and it doesn't seem to have much value or impact for you. But here's the key. The key to building an online business is not just to be a content consumer, although we all are. We want to spend more time content creating than consuming it. So you've got to become a content creator, not just a content consumer. Now, don't get me wrong, content consuming is great. That allows you to develop your knowledge or your skills to learn more, right? And hopefully, again, you're being strategic about that. You're not just blindly consuming random and low quality content. That's not really enhancing your business in any way. You want to be strategic. So Being strategic in the content that you're putting out there is really valuable, good quality, and actually something that's relevant to the niche of your market that you're in. And we believe that to grow your business, you've already got to know, okay, what's my niche of the business that I'm in? The niche of the market that you're in, you've got to strategically create content in that market that, number one, is going to add value to those people. That requires you to kind of just get out of yourself for a moment and focus on meeting somebody else's needs and adding value to somebody else and actually helping, making impact on them. And by doing so, they're going to follow you. They're going to want more because they receive some sort of benefit and value from that. And then, of course, they're going to maybe eventually want to become a customer and want a service or product that you have. And remember, you're never going to get rewarded for content that's bad, and you're never going to get rewarded for if you don't have any content at all. So number one, your content is adding value. Is it relevant to the market that you're attracted to the target that you're in? So for example, you're all in hydraulic and industrial hose replacement business. So the niche of your market would be construction and hose repair and earth moving. Some of the service that you guys might have is some ocean liners, or maybe you're near a big city and you're servicing high rises and their machinery. You have to think, am I creating content that's valuable to those people in those types of markets? So whatever their goals are, is it targeted to them? Is it relevant to these people? So you might be asking yourself, okay, Summer, what is valuable content? And that's really the main question of this whole presentation, is what is valuable content? There's different types of answers to that question, but today I want to talk to you all about the answer, which is local content, specifically for social media. So local content is what you see on your screen right now. Pictures of PIRTEK employees on their job sites, hoses and vans, and everything that you guys are doing on a day-to-day basis is what we consider local content. You got to think about it. If you're on social media and you are scrolling through and you're seeing all these different types of businesses coming through, are you going to stop on a picture of a guy next to a PIRTEK van with a big smile on his face? Yeah, of course you are, because that's a real person and you're relating to them, and it makes your business's authenticity really come through. So that business's authenticity is really what people are looking for. They're going to stop in their news feeds, they're going to see this local content, and they're going to say, okay, that's interesting. That's a business that actually really cares, number one, about their employees. Number two, cares about how their brand is being represented online, all kinds of amazing stuff. So the local content is really, really what's going to push that forward. So with so much information online, local content helps you be found a lot faster by potential customers. So this can help you increase your brand awareness. This is going to help you generate shares on social media. This is going to bring links into your website. This is going to bring phone calls in. This is going to increase your organic traffic of relevant consumers. And this really helps you cut through all the noise. So people these days are wanting to look past the stock images, and they're really finding the companies that they can trust and relate to online before ever wanting to get stuck in that random situation where they just need to pull up Google Maps last second and find a place. People really just want to know, oh, hey, I know this brand, these people are amazing. And that's the kind of business that people these days are starting to look for. Now, study shows that actually 78% of consumers are willing to buy from a company after having a positive experience with them on social media. And this really, really kind of took off in the last 2 years, talking about COVID. People are so now used to staying home. They are used to finding the products and services that they want to use online. It should become the norm. So that 78%, it's huge. It's real. So always remember that, and never underestimate the impact of a positive experience with your brand and your company on social media. Whether that experience is driven by like a response or top tier customer service, the relevant content, or just demonstrating an understanding of your customers, on that individual level, the business benefits are seriously indisputable. So where do we go from here? Well, the number one best way to start accumulating this local content is to get your employees involved. In Rallyo's dashboard, which you guys all have access to free of charge, all of your logins are created. And if you haven't signed into Rallyo yet, reach out to me or your PIRTEK USA team and we'll get you started and logged in and help out. But there's one way is getting your employees really involved and helping you gather that local content. Rallyo actually makes it super easy. So you have the ability to create as many logins as you possibly need for your team free of charge as well. So you'll have two options. You'll have an admin login, which you are all mostly set up as if you're a business owner, if you're a partner, you're going to be an admin in Rallyo. The second login is an employee limited login. So admin logins will actually give the user the ability to manage social media accounts through Rallyo with zero limitations. We do have an approval process set up. So when you're creating content, that's going to be sent in to the PIRTEK USA team. You'll also have the ability to manage your publishing content, taking pictures from the mobile app. You'll be able to manage your reviews and your social media messages. Now, the second login is going to be the employee login. And this is very limited. And this is where we're going to get your team members involved. So you'll have the ability to create a login for them, but this only allows them to jump on the Rallyo mobile app on their cell phone and take a picture. And that picture is going to be saved internally on Rallyo. So they'll never be publishing that content themselves. They're actually only giving you the picture to use later. So on this next slide here, you'll actually see a screenshot of a Rallyo user on the desktop version. So this is what you would most likely be seeing. This is the area where you're going to be actually creating those logins if you want to yourself. On the right in my little red circle, you'll want to select the type. So you're going to want to either select an admin who has full access or an employee which has limited access. So you're going to need three things. So you're going to need, number one, the user's first and last name. Number two, you're going to need their email address. And number three, you're going to need their phone number, which is optional. But if they want to add their phone number in and get text messages, they can do that as well. Well, after that information is added, the user will receive a confirmation email. That's where they're going to create their password. They're going to follow some steps, and then they'll be able to download the Rallyo mobile app. So if you haven't seen the Rallyo mobile app yet, it's basically the same exact version of our Rallyo dashboard. Limited mobile user is going to look like what you see on your screen. They're only going to have the ability to submit photos and videos. So once they download that Rallyo mobile app, it's going to be taking them to a screen where they can choose to either upload a photo from their library that's already in there, or they can take a photo. So it's as simple as that. They'll add in a description of what that's in there. They'll be able to add in a signed release as well, which is always really good to have if you're on a job site with maybe a different company's name in the background or even somebody's face. You're always going to want to get that signed release, which makes the Rallyo app makes it super easy. It's just a little swipe of the finger. So let's kind of take a step back and recap that. In order to get started on accumulating local content to get your team members involved, that's really what it is. Number one, you're going to want to create team member logins. You're going to want to have them download the Rallyo mobile app on their cell phones. And then number three, you're going to want to ask them to take photos of their jobs during their workday. Sometimes I get the question, well, my employees are super unmotivated to take photos and they just really wouldn't do it. I always do like to mention incentives too. We've had business owners offer their employees like little $5 gift cards to Starbucks or Target if they upload a certain amount of photos. So this kind of helps get people in gear. So if you ever want to do that, that's definitely an option for you too.
Hey, Summer, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to also let everybody know if they don't remember, they aren't aware, if they're new to the network. We also do run a monthly photo of the month contest. So, and this is another great way, like to Summer's point, to motivate your team, because they get a $50 prize, and that goes to the MSST who took the photo. So it's not like it goes to the location; it actually goes to the person who has taken and submitted that photo. So this is another great thing to say, because if they get a bunch of great photos, you can also submit it to our photo of the month contest. And that's exactly what we're looking for, is like on-site images and local content.
Yeah, that's awesome. And she said $50, which is, that's awesome.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's such an encouragement and a motivating way to get your team members involved. And I say, I mean, if somebody was going to offer me $50, I'd say, why not? Taking pictures is so easy. So that's an awesome way. To wrap up the kind of presentation, talking about local content and talking about all these different ways of actually getting your team members involved and publishing the content, we also offer a couple different packages on Rallyo. And I just want to remind you guys that Rallyo, the dashboard access that you have now, is free of charge. So you guys do all have access today. If you need to get set up, you can reach out to me or the PIRTEK USA team. We'll give you your login. I can even give you a little dashboard training if you ever need that as well, to kind of just get things kick-started. But I do want to mention our extra services here at Rallyo, just to kind of help take care of all of that. So if you're ever interested, or you're just like, okay, I have so much time, so much things on my plate, I don't have any time. Maybe the publishing of the local content is just not your forte. We offer a couple different packages. So number one is we offer our full package, which you can actually see up on my screen right here. This is going to come with a dedicated social media strategist from our team, so a real person who's working on your accounts. It's going to come with up to 4 weekly custom local content on your social media accounts. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and then we also answer reviews for Facebook and Google My Business. It's going to come with replies to your social media comments and your direct messages. We're actually going to be running some advertisements on your page every single week. And then it comes with guaranteed monthly follower growth. So we're running a following growth campaign as well. $50 of 347 is actually used directly towards advertisements. That's our full package. Now, how this works is it still plays a part with you as the business owner or manager. We still want your employees involved, but along with that comes a social media strategist. So you have the access to really be involved with your social media strategist via email, setting up phone calls, and your employees will still have their limited mobile access to upload photos. But now once those photos are uploaded to Rallyo, your strategist will actually use these to create really engaging content with brand approved captions and take over the heavy lifting of the content. All you really have to do and your team is upload images, and you encourage your employees to actually participate, and the rest is taken care of for you. Now, of course, you can always do more. You can communicate events and promotion information to your strategist. You can approve review responses if desired. And then you can even look into live analytics on the Rallyo dashboard to really see how everything is actually working. Now, of course, and you may have remembered this if you were at the conference last year, but we also offer a la carte. So maybe the full package is just not exactly what you're looking for, maybe a little too much, or you already have somebody really working on your package for you. A la carte menu makes it easy for you actually to mix and match smaller packages, so you get exactly what you're looking for. So for example, we have the post creative package. So what we've been talking about today is the local content. We offer a package at $75 a month that covers just local content. So you'll get up to 4 custom posts per week for $75 a month. A second one we offer is like advertising bundle, for example. So if you have someone creating content for you and you don't need the full bundle, you don't need anybody posting for you, we can actually help you out with advertising. So we go in on a weekly basis, we find your top performing content, We put advertising dollars behind that, and we target a specific audience in your local area. And then, of course, that comes with the follower growth as well. So we're running a like campaign to get people in your area to see your page. So it really all comes down to exactly what your business needs at the moment. And we offer these services at no contract. So if you want to try a package out for a month or two and then move to a different package, you're more than welcome to. And just so you guys know, PIRTEK USA reimburses this in your guys' advertising fund dollars. So if you want to try it out, this is part of your ad fund. So also another really good way to get things going and just to see it, try it out and see how it works. So I really wanted to make this webinar not so crazy long and take all this information in. So really just to get to the point and let you guys know that local content is really where it's at. Rallyo, your dashboard, makes it easy for you guys to be able to do that. It's free if you want to do it yourself. We offer extra services if you're ever interested in, kind of having us to take it over. And that really wraps up the high level overview of today. I do want to open it up for like a live Q&A if anyone